Yep, we're going.
Hello Churchley viewers. A very sad day, sombre day, as the first official day of Churchley's season. We get off to a loss to RACS. Stood here with Captain Charl Hayden. First time captaining today, Charl. Explain.
Figured I'd put my name in the hat, as you do, and lucky enough to come from the committee. Decided to have somebody in place, because obviously the greater part of our team is all Woolgar, so if one's gone, all is normally gone. So yeah, worked out quite well. Got the nod today because John and Graham weren't here.
De facto.
Well,
by default, you became captain.
I like to think of it as I got chosen, but basically, yeah, both of them weren't here, so I kind of got it. So there you go.
You were the chosen one.
I've broken the mic.
I'm just turning down the levels. I think I might have had it a bit high. There might be some screeching in there, but you know, we'll see how it goes. So we were
Comfortable.
Did you win the toss?
It was a bit of a mutual decision. They wanted to bat first, we wanted to bowl first, so we went, yeah, all right, we'll go with that.
That's the type of toss we like.
Yeah.
So you put them into bat first. Quite a good start, I'd say.
Yeah. Churchley's got a way of getting off to a decent start. We normally do most of our sort of best work in the first 20-25. As usual, Lee got off to a good start. A bit of rust there, obviously. I had a decent go from the other side, and today really spoiled for choice. When it comes to bowlers. Masang stepped up, first came back for him again. He did quite well. Got a couple out. Debutant, as far as I'm concerned, Crosby from the other side. Mithun, Ankit, AJ. So yeah, we were a bit spoiled for bowlers today, but still, it went the wrong way in the end.
In terms of fielding, I'd say we could have got them out a bit cheaper actually. We would have held on to our chances, myself included. It was
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I'd like to say that was in, as AJ said, in your breaded basket.
It was in my bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
In my bread and butter or something.
Overall.
And there was a comical
oh, that was hilarious.
From when mid on and mid off, it was Ankit and Pasang collided into each other when it was an absolute dolly of a catch. Both of them called, no one gave up, and they just clattered into each other.
It was a bit of a slow motion moment, I'm not going to lie, because you could see both of them were committed to go for the glory catch. And yeah, immovable force, unstoppable object kind of thing. It was hilarious. Loved it.
It was funny to watch. It would have been better if we'd have taken the catch, but you know, at least we had a laugh.
Obviously not funnier for us because it wasn't of our bowling, so that's okay.
And what about the batting then? How did you? What was going through your mind when you came up with the batting order?
Firstly, that we missed John. Him and Lee's kind of cemented themselves at the top as our opening pair. And you can see today, John Boy, missed you. Then I have to say, Ankit stepped up. I believe it's his last game for us, is it? Going back home. He stepped up, volunteered, he did well. He stuck around with Lee for a bit. And as usual, Lee got stuck in early, a couple of good shots. And I think, as it goes, the pitch got the better of most of our batsmen today. If to be entirely fair, Lee played all around one. And yeah, unfortunately, it's 17 or something, so not a bad first match.
The pitch seemed to actually, I felt, get worse. It seemed to dig in a lot more when they were bowling. It seemed to dig in and bounce up a lot more when we were bowling.
Yeah,
which is to be expected on a Churchley pitch.
Yeah, let's be fair. Churchley pitch, you can't really sort of sum it up, can you? I mean, it's gonna do one thing one day, and then the next second something completely different. But I think the pitch was getting progressively worse, like you said. It started out when we were bowling. Obviously, there wasn't a lot of bounce. There was a bit of uneven carry and so on. You hit the right spot, then you hit them in the nose. Same spot when you're taking their shins out. But to be expected from our pitch, I'm afraid, and also because it's still sort of first match for us. A lot of moisture still in the ground. But as usual, we'll look to see what happens later in the season with our pitch.
If you had to put it down to one thing or anything that lost the game, and you know, try to be specific rather than general batting, you know.
I was just going to say AJ for the fun of it. Shane. But no, let's not be mean. Poor Shane tried. He got a bit upset today, man. There was a moment there where he actually scared me, and I'm like, oh, sorry.
It was a fucking primal scream, wasn't it? It was.
That felt.
You regressed back to his, like, you know, his kind of Homo sapien self. Is that the right?
Is that okay to say? That's fine, yeah.
We're not offending anyone.
Okay. Yeah, there was. Cheers, guys. Thanks, Mr.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Thanks,
obviously, it was a. Obviously, it was a. I don't know if it was a bit of a. I finally got a wicket for the first time in. I don't know, a season.
Yeah.
But yeah, scary.
I hope it
Deep-rooted hatred came out there. I think.
Yeah, it was quite frightening actually. I think everyone was a little bit worried when. So I guess to wrap it up, if you'd like to talk us through your, inspirational team talks. You know, several inspirational team talks.
What can I say, man?
You are a man of words. You are,
Well,
you are an orator.
I mean, see, when I talk too much of cricket, I come up with words like, the butch over there
Butch,
and boiling, and so I try and keep it short and sweet, like most of our players, except the sweet part. And yeah, I forgot the question, so I'm going to say
about your inspirational team talks.
It was good. I mean, I think at the start where you just go scatter, people find a place for fielding positions at their work, and yeah, just get your stuff in order and let's crack on.
Okay, one last question. Moving on towards next week, where do you think we need to improve in order to win?
We need our wool guards back. I'm going to go there. But I think it's first game. I mean, we were chasing 93. It was a good effort for in the fielding side. I don't think we let ourselves down much there. As usual, I think it's just a bit of a confidence thing in the batting. We tend to be a bit of a team when our first 2 or 3 get off to a flyer, then we tend to back them up. And if we're not, looking at the scoreboard, seeing runs going on, I think a bit of scoreboard pressure comes on us, and we think lower down the order we need to go out, myself included, and score 36 and 6 balls. I think a bit of batting discipline is probably going to be our sort of main aim, and obviously it'll help when we get another, like last season, where you come out at number 3 and there's 100 on the board already. Obviously going to help, but yeah, a bit of batting discipline. I don't think the bowling is too bad. Obviously, when the rest of the team gets back, we've got a few more options there. Graham with a couple of spinners. Yourself, I'd like to see bowl this season.
I should have bowled if Crosby didn't take my over.
Yeah, Crosby was really Crosby. He's not even paying attention behind the camera. He's talking to Shane over there. Yeah.
So, I mean,
again, I forgot the question. So yeah,
fair enough. In a nutshell, good bowling, questionable fielding, terrible batting. Is that fair?
Yes. Fielding. There was a few moments. I mean, come on, you were throwing yourself around within 5 overs, which is, which is the rule.
Yeah.
I think there was a few sort of, there was commitment shown. I think it's fair. There was a couple of people diving. A few people's going to be on the washing powder later, getting their clothes white again. But I don't think it was a completely, dismal performance. We backed ourselves in the field. We did well. Just need to start backing ourselves with a bat in hand.
Well, first game as captain, not off to the best kind of start, but I suppose you can say it's only going to go up from here. Well done today, Charl. It was a good effort. Work on your team talk maybe, and we'll see you again in a week's time.
I mean, yeah. But then I also, on a personal note, just like to add scoreboard.
Oh yes, yeah. We have a brand new scoreboard.
We've backed it away, unfortunately.
Well, it doesn't matter because this is a podcast.
Yeah, but that's a video.
But yeah, we got a brand new scoreboard made by your dad, and it's quality bit of craftsmanship.
Yeah, quite happy with that.
Really good.
It does. I mean, obviously, I got to say it. Dad did most of the work. Obviously, my mom doing all the little admins and driving my dad around. My sister and Tasha spent most of the afternoon trying to colour in the boards to make the line straight. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. All the guys have mentioned it's really
fantastic.
good.
I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I like
Big respect, or however you say that in Afrikaans.
Baie dankie.
Exactly my thoughts. But yeah, thank you very much for that, sorting that out. It's fantastic, and we look forward to hopefully putting a few more runs on throughout the season. Anyway, thanks for your time. Let's go get pissed.